Shalom. This is Shalomah from the Great Millstone Atlanta Church. Before I get started in this lesson, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Radash. Double honors to my elders and apostles, a great millstone that teach and rule well. Peace, safety, much love, and blessings to the elect of Israel. And I want to go into how the world has destroyed all people. This weekend and over here in Atlanta, I'm not sure if this is nationwide, but I know over in Atlanta, it's Black Pride weekend or Black Pride week or whatever. Also, it's a national holiday as well, Monday. What else is going on? You got a lot of different events, Dragon Con, all these different things. So right now is really just a bunch of freaks in the city, and that's what the world has done to all people. You got how can I put it? I always say Gary without the R. We already know what that spell. You got those running wild throughout the city. You also got people in different costumes dressed up as so-called superheroes and all these different cartoon characters and all this stuff going on at the same time. And hey, that's what the world has done to all people. It's turned all people into a bunch of freaks, man. You look at this picture, you see people with different color hair. You see all the different rainbow symbols in the back. You already know what's going on in this crowd, so I ain't really got to get into it, but I do want to, this made me think about 2 Timothy chapter 3, because in these times that we're in, the Lord basically said way back then, or gave a description, and the men of the apostles that was writing these scriptures gave us different ideas and different visions of what was going to happen in these last days, how people were going to be, and we're seeing it today, and it's perfect. It's perfect according to how they explained it. I always tell people this. Back like in the 90s or the 80s, when I was coming up, I always say, man, if somebody came from the year 2021 or 2020 or whatever, came back in a time machine or something and told me how everything was going to be, 30 years later, I would have thought that they was crazy, because this was unheard of back then. You didn't have this many freaks just out. Like, the world has changed all people in the worst way. But hey, it's already written that this was going to happen, how people are going to be. That lets you know that it's when the Lord said 1/3 of our people are going to make it. Literally 2 out of every 3 people you see from the nations from our nation, Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans that make up the 12 tribes of Israel, are going to be destroyed in these days. And they need it, because the Lord gave us all this time to hear this truth from the year 1969 up until now. He's giving you all this time to turn back, and you refuse to do it. You want to be caught up in the world, which turned you into what you are now. So I'm gonna start off with this 2 Timothy. This is a very known chapter from all the way from the top to the end. But I'm just gonna pick out a few key scriptures in here. So verse 1 says, "This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come." And that perilous, it goes into pretty much dangerous times. And this is why. Verse 2, "For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters." And covetous goes into basically being addicted to money or loving money. People are addicted to money right now. Like, money really rules their whole life. And of course, we know the scriptures talk about money being a defense. It can get you out of certain situations. Certain things you need: food, water, shelter, clothes. Important things you need. Money, having money allows you to have those things. But a lot of people, man, you got Jakes out here. They'll spend their whole check. They would get a small apartment and then spend the rest of their money on a Hellcat or something. $100,000 on a car, but you live in the projects, and then when that car gets stolen or somebody damage it or something or break in it, you ready to go kill. So people got their priorities in the way off. Not how they supposed to be, because we are a holy people. We supposed to be separated from the rest of this world, but the world has destroyed all people. It says, "For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters." They love to brag. That's all you see on social media. Proud. Hey, this is Pride, Black Pride Week. You don't supposed to be. What are you proud of? All people have nothing to be proud of. What? Because we still in the land of our captivity. Because we still going off from being who the Lord made us to be. Because you want to be equal with the devil, have the same things he have, still serve this devil in his land. We have nothing to be proud of. It says blasphemers. That's big time, because all you hear in the music is people lying about things that they done and things that they have. And these people don't really have this stuff. If you really look at these scriptures right here, verse 2, 3, 4, 5, basically this whole section right here on the screen, that's really the music industry right there. It's describing it to the T, how people are that come out with this new music, which is not music. It's just a bunch of put together sinful, evil words, which are destroying all people. Because this music industry, that's when you think about the music industry, everything that's popular right now is coming out from Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Like, we make the music industry, and this devil is making these people famous because they put out this evil, disgusting music. I'm not gonna lie. Some of it is decent, and then but the majority of it is disgusting, especially these women. And I'm gonna go into that after a while. But it says proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful. These children are very disobedient. A lot of things that these children say, that it's as a matter of fact, there's a what they call it when some type of new trend. It's a trend going around, or some new thing where it's called the I forgot what it's called. Basically, the mom and the child sets the dad up, and the child talks back at the mom and tell her to shut up, and they wait for the reaction of the dad. And I'm like, that's not even really a joke, because a lot of these children actually talk to their parents like that. They're disobedient as hell. It says, without natural affection, truth breakers, false accusers, incontinent, fierce, despisers of those that are good. And just going through a few of these words, false accusers, truth breakers. Yeah, they're really no true friendships and agreements amongst Jake. Like, everybody is like a backstabber. There ain't no long-term friendships like they used to be. Whether it's friendship, business, relationship, people they can't get along anymore, because they don't have that natural affection, because they're lovers of themselves. It says despisers of those that are good. Yeah, when you have like when you try and do good, you try and make an honest living, you got a regular job, you have a woman, you have children, you take care of your household. People despise that. I remember I was working at a job, and I was telling, yeah, man, so how everything. I'm like, well, I just go to work and go home. Really, I got I have children I got to take care of. I got a woman, and they're like, damn, how long you been married? I'm like, well, I've been, for a minute since I was young. Like, man, you done messed up your whole life. You missed out on all the fun. No, I didn't. I missed out on all the damn trouble. People are wasting their time out here thinking that it's fun. Not saying that, just to be a so-called good person, you have to have a wife and children and all of that. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying in my case, they was like, to me, I'm thinking that's a good thing that I take care of home and, I'm being a man to my family and a father and a husband and all of that. But they was like, man, you done screwed up your whole life. No, I mean, that's a good thing that I'm doing what I was doing. Even though I was outside of the truth, I was still being a nigga, but I was trying my best to live a better life than what I was seeing out there. And they looked at that as a bad thing. I'm like, all y'all dudes, man, y'all got all these different baby mamas, just going around, laying with whoever, whatever, making babies, just being wicked as hell. And you think that that's a good lifestyle. And you despise those that are different from you. But it says, having a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof, from such turn away. Yeah, people turn away from Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah. They think that everything is in their power. No, everything is in the power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah. The Lord can set you up to be rich. He can set you up to be poor. He do all these things. And people get money, they be like, yeah, I did this, I had to do that. A lot of ball players, entertainers, people that got PhDs, doctors, they always brag about what they did to get where they are. No, the Lord set you up to do that. So why don't you get a respect to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah? As a matter of fact, let me go. I'm gonna jump back to this 2 Timothy, but I want to go to Romans real quick. Romans chapter 1. Okay, I'm gonna start at 24. It says, wherefore Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah also gave them up to uncleanliness through the lust of their own hearts, to dishonor their own bodies between themselves. Hey, that's talking about this crowd you see right here on the screen. And what do? They believe in a lie rather than believing in the truth. They believe in what the Christian church tell them. It says, who changed the truth of the Most High into a lie, and worship and serve the creature more than the Creator, who is blessed forever. Amen. Yeah, you supposed to give all praises always to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah for everything. Whether just waking up in the morning, being in good health, being able to eat. Asking the Lord to bless the food that you're about to eat. Because we don't know what's all in this food that we eat. We got to pray over it. Anytime we able to make enough money to pay our bills and get by, we give praise to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah for that. But most people don't. They don't even think that the Lord set them up to do that. They think that it's all because of them. We'll jump back real quick. And I also want to get some scriptures in Sirach or Ecclesiastes before I end this. But I'm going to jump back to 2 Timothy real quick, because I want to get something else in that. It says, verse 6, for of this sort they which creep into houses and lead captive silly women laden with sins, led away with divers lusts. And that divers is like a mixture of different things. And we already know what lust is. That's a craving. So you got these different cravings from these silly women, and I don't have the blue letter up because it's not working correctly on this device. But that silly women, it goes to basically an immature woman, and that's all we see. Look at these women that's out now. You know what they're talking about. When I say that's out, I'm talking about the music, the industry, the movie industry. You have all these women, you know, that the world has set up to say that they're beautiful women, and they give them all these all this money, these different you know, jewelry and all of these things, and they all talk about the same sinful things. I'm not gonna name none of them, but we already know we know who out there saying these things. You know, we already know who these people are. You know what they talk about, and the world is pushing this. The elite of this world is pushing that wickedness on our people. But it also done fell on their own people. You got these little Edomite girls out here twerking too. These Arab girls, Indian girls. Oh, I'm talking about from over in India. You know, these Middle Easterns. All these women wanting to be like these wicked women that's out now. But the main goal was to destroy the women of Israel by putting this type of lifestyle out. It says, let me go down. Verse 13, but evil men and seducers shall wax worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived. So, hey, that's Salakia, 1 second. So yeah, that's talking about you know, these people that's actually deceiving these people to be like this. That's saying that, you know, you it's okay to be like that. It's okay to be like this. No, man, that's deceiving the people worse and worse. And the Lord has a great judgment set up for these people. So with that, I'm gonna get a couple more scriptures in Sirach or Ecclesiasticus chapter 11. Salakia. Oh no. Let me get some in 11 too. Chapter 11. Verse 14. It says, prosperity and adversity, life and death, poverty and riches come from the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Just like I was saying, how they don't really realize that the Lord set them up to have money and have things they do that they have. They look at themselves as having those, you know, doing it on their own. But it's the Lord that give you these things, and all you're doing is all it is a setup. You know, the Lord may bless you with something, and you don't even give Him praise or even thought that He did it. Or you may say, thanks to you know, whatever name you call your God or your power, and after that, you know, you don't even realize it anymore. It's all about you. You did this, you did that. You know, it's the Lord that set you up. It says, let me get something else real quick. Ecclesiastes chapter 13. Verse 23, when I was talking about how you know, these people that's out, you know, they're the ones that set up to push this wickedness, because because it's what the world give them for it. You know, the world give them all these riches. The elite give them all these riches, give them a platform to push their wickedness. And people listen to it and think that that's how it's supposed to be. That's how you're supposed to be. Verse 23, this is Sirach or Ecclesiastes chapter 13, verse 23. It says, when a rich man speaketh, every man holdeth his tongue, and look what he said. They exalt it to the clouds. But if the poor man speak, they say, what fellow is this? And if he stumble, they will help to overthrow him. Hey, that's how it is. We have to be perfect when we push this truth. You can have money. You can be one of these damn near retarded rappers out here and make all kind of mistakes in your music, say all kind of you use the wrong terms, words, and they'll think that it's a different form of poetry. Oh man, he was spitting some real stuff. That's real. You know, these rappers say some disgusting things, man. And some of these R&B singers too. Yeah, I took your woman and did this, and I sent it back to you. You hear a lot of that in the music. That's wicked as hell. And they be like, oh man, that's dope right there. How is that a good thing? The Lord said, woe to them that put evil for good and good for evil. That's going to bring your destruction. The tongue is powerful. You got to watch what you say, because people are listening. And if they think it sounds good, they're going to start doing those things. You know how many people get caught up and get murdered from adultery? That's a big thing nowadays. Somebody coming in. As a matter of fact, I saw a video. This guy was in a bed with another guy's woman, and the guy busted in the room and stabbed both of them up. I remember another guy told me a story. He said his brother was retarded. I was like, damn, what happened to him? He's like, yeah, man, he was, dude was messing with this married woman. Her husband came home and beat him in the head with a baseball bat. Now he can't even tie his own shoes. And that's judgment, man, because they, the elites, the ones that's in power, say that it's okay to do these things. It's okay to commit adultery, okay to commit murder, sell drugs to your own people and kill them off with these, with all these different drugs that's out. But yeah, when we talk about, hey, you got to have faith in the Lord. You got to pray. You got to come back to the commandments. The world is about to come to an end. The world that is about to come to the end. If you want to make it in the new world, they can't see what the new world could be because they so caught up in this world. And when we tell them these things, they were like, man, who are you to tell me what I need to do? I mean, if I'm coming out of the scriptures and I'm telling you the good things, it has to be the voice of the words of the Lord, because it's coming out of his words. I mean, whether you want to believe it or not, we are the prophets of the Lord. We're telling you people what's about to happen if you don't get right. So, hey, with that, I'm gonna go ahead and end it. In this picture right here, you see this prideful crowd full of sin and different types of lust. Everything that I was reading in 2 Timothy chapter 3. And hey, man, it's just a giant crowd of 2/3 if they don't get right with Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, why they have time. But they so caught up, man. I'm really losing faith in a lot of our people, man. So, it is what it is. Whatever happened to them. That's why a lot of times I look at the news and see how many people got murdered over the weekend. They call all Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai for that. So, hey, it's all judgment, and it's all righteous judgment. So with that, giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakak Radash. Double honors to my elders and apostles, a great millstone that taught us is true. Shalom to the elect.